Now, I know a lot of you are getting lost between these two bitch-ass energies. I'm talking about black Americans and white Americans. But if I've told you several times that you're in a Masonic game, maybe you should start peeping the breadcrumbs instead of the emotions. There is no Spookman. In the beginning was the word that can only be comprehended by a living human brain. Okay? So all these acts of evil are going to be done through a human brain. It's going to happen through us. That's why we influence people to do righteous instead of bad. Why everybody talking about that damn Charlie Kirk and all that? We need to spend more time on that shooter. That's what we need to do. So I ran across a video. Shocked the shit out of me, but not in a bad way. It just shocked me. Like, this kid was in detail. Let's watch something. Now, of course, they're going to go, super religious and all that, but I want you to understand something. There's a reason for everything. There is a reason for everything. Listen to this.
This is the most overt demonic activity I've ever seen chronicled in the national news. I've never seen anything like it. Now remember, he's targeting Christian children. Look at the things that are written on the gun clips that he used to kill Christian children.
This ain't the guy who killed Charlie Kirk, but it's in the same realm. Let's just check this out real quick. Look what this guy had. Look at this shit.
So you got here, for the children. Go to the next one. He wrote on it, "Where is your God?" Okay. Go to the next one.
I fucked up with too low. Hold on.
This is powerful.
This is the most overt demonic activity I've ever seen chronicled in the national news. I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to show some disturbing images. This transgender dude, now remember, he's targeting Christian children.
They know I'm on a helmet. That's why they acting stupid. Hold on, I got y'all real quick. Because y'all got to see these pictures, yo. Come on, Mr. Small Hat. Don't be afraid. You little bastard. Just let the shit play.
This is the most overt demonic activity I've ever seen chronicled in the national news. A transgender dude, now remember, he's targeting Christian children. Look at the thing to kill Christian children. So you got here, for the children. Next one, Israel must fall. So we're noted, non-dered in the.
This is why we can always use the excuse of Satan or the devil referring to women or men. This is why we do that. It's like when we talk about angels. Oh, he was an angel. She's a saint. It's like, that's why we do that. Remember, in the beginning was the word. It can only be comprehended by a living, functioning brain. This is where you get the concept of true living God from. This is where you're getting it from, because it's going to enter through your living vessel. Why? Because you have to comprehend the information. Okay, he just flipped the coin and went the other way, or it did. But let's see what else it had.
They are non-binary. They are gender fluid. They're targeting children. They're targeting Christians. They're targeting the land and the lineage of the Lord. Well, this is starting to sound a little creepy. I wonder what's going on here. Go to the next one and look at what this dude was using for target practice. It's literally a picture of the crucified Lord. Now let's go a layer deeper because it gets a little creepier. This is the next one, is this drawing that he had in his notebook of him looking in a mirror with a demon looking back in the mirror. And then there's all this writing. And
it's not a bunch of writing. He wrote the writing backwards. Now remember, this is the trans dude or it that shot up the little Christian school. Why would he be writing things backwards? Why would he have himself looking in the mirror and seeing a demon looking back at him? This dude drew all this shit on his own. It has nothing to do with, like I said, Spookman. Nothing's popping in the room. Oh, you sold your soul to me. That's not how it works. That's not how evil works. Trust me. I've done a lot of dirt in my life, and I'm glad I changed my ways. But it's like nothing came to me and spoke to me. Even when the light entered in my life, nothing spoke to me in the sense of words. It was vibrational things. It was like color schemes, numbers. It worked in that sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work in the sense of somebody talking to you. So I'm saying that to say this. Why the hell would old boy have this? Why would this be the drawing though? And
this is a translation of the writing. And the translation is, who, when will this end? So you have a tortured person, an oppressed person. Help me. I don't want to. Help. And then what's the demon say back? Kill yourself. Kill. Listen, bro, sometimes the greatest argument for the existence of God and the truth of Christianity is the very obvious existence of demons. That's that right there. It's literally like somebody opened the Bible and went, what do demons do? And then they did that thing. So every Christian should see this stuff and we should go, hey man, I know exactly what that is. The book of Ephesians says, our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms.
Spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. I don't, like, we about to get into it. We about to speak this shit. I'm about to teach y'all today. Y'all about to learn today. So, if everything is about the brain, that's really what we're getting down to. Everything's about the brain and how it works. How does it operate? What do you use your mind for? Well, there are some people that were put here in a negative light to make you negative. And a lot of people fell for it. A lot of people, you know, in their one existence fell for the okie doke and think that it's not real. But he already told you it's a spiritual battle. What is spirit? Breath. Okay, in the beginning was the word. The word was with God and it was good. Okay, that's if it's with God. So if the word is good only when it's with God, then what is it when it's not? And then you think about these cats and they're popping up left and right. We're not talking about the Charlie Kirk dude. Everybody's got their own biased reasons on why they don't like Charlie Kirk. And I'm like, yo, I had my own reason. I'm pretty sure people that watch my stuff don't agree with 100% of everything I say. You're entitled to your own opinion. You guys have a brain. I never said, excuse me, I didn't want you to use it. What I'm saying is, didn't I tell y'all this was the year of the snake? In the Chinese zodiac, this is the year of the snake. But in China, which it's just like ancient times, the snake is not represented as a negative. That's some old Bible stuff. Snake can be looked at as wise, wisdom. That's why it was in the tree of knowing, or tree of knowledge. That's why it's a play, because in ancient times the snake was looked at as a high deity. So when this new thing comes around, they're going to cut it low. They're going to make it low. Now you kind of see why that's there. I never will say that Hebrew, Christianity, and Islam is not stolen from stuff older than them. It's a fact. There was things older than them. Even the Hindus try to credit themselves for having an older religion. See? So they can't just sit here and act like, oh, we were just, it's just us and nothing else. No, there's always been stuff here. So I'm saying that, like, there's a reason that the negative energy pushed towards one way. Gotta get some new fluid. There's a reason that the negative energy only pushed one way. It never, like, fully exacerbated the other side. It never did. But for some reason, that other side got knocked off. Got completely swarmed. And it don't look like it's coming back from the hijacking. It's looking like it's always been that. But why? Isn't that the party with all the slaves? Isn't that the party with all the brain manipulation? See, in order to have a slave, you can't just beat them and whip them. No, you have to mentally beat them too. You have to tell them that they're worthless or nothing. You have to tell them what to be happy about. Oh, it's a chicken bone. You should enjoy it. So what? There's no meat on it. Scraps. It's good for you. So when old boy is telling you that that's what this dude drew, he drew, like, why didn't the people even know this? Like, why is this not on the news? Be honest with yourself. Why is that not on the news? Why is it not on the news that the dude who shot up the Christian school actually had some demonic drawings of himself? And the demon told him, kill yourself. Come on, bro. This is deep. Like, why he killed the kids? The demon didn't even say kill the kids. That's fucked up. If you go to the spiritual universe with your transgender weird ass and even they reject you. Because remember, there is no good or bad. This is something we're creating. So even the negative is telling this fool to kill himself. What'd he do? Went out like a punk, shoot a bunch of kids, try to blame it on religion. These is babies. Why did you shoot some adults? Maybe because you were tortured by kids when you were gay and weird back then, right? They bullied you. So even though you don't owe those grown adults revenge neither, but you figured you'd take it out on the youth, the innocent. But even the demon told you, kill yourself. Even the demons didn't want you. They're like, bro, you on some weirdo shit. Like, it's one thing if you're using homosexuality as a form of torture or something. No, you like this shit. You like getting on your knees and bending over and sucking dick and shit. They don't want that. The devil does that to humiliate you. You don't want that shit. He wouldn't make women seduce men if the devil was just all like. Remember, the devil's like really non-binary. The devil will fuck a dog, a person, a baby. He don't give a fuck. So you trying to come to that energy, picking just one. You're transgender. Oh, you gotta respect it. Even the demon told you, man, kill yourself. I just want this pain to go away. This is him talking to the demon in the mirror. Demon like, man, kill yourself. That's you know you fuck when the dark side don't even want your ass. The fucking evil ones are like, oh, kill yourself. I'm laughing because you murdered some kids. I'm glad they caught your ass. I'd have beat the shit out of you in the cell. Nah, you're not going in no nutty cell. No, you're going in the cell block H with all them fucking heavy hitters. Yeah, we're gonna fuck your world off. That's what you deserve. You only tough with a gun. Your whole life been wearing pantyhose and high heels and shit. Now all of a sudden you tough because you shot some kids. Okay. Same thing for the other dude. But supposedly he wasn't a transgender. He just like fucking her. You know what I'm saying? He was into trannies, chicks with dicks. So supposedly he kills Charlie for the love of his transgender relationship. That's why he did it. He's saying he did it for him. Now we already know the whole 33 situation. We're not worried about that. But what I'm saying is, look at what these people produce. Because the next video is about how white America does owe the American Negroes money. They do. We'll show you it a different way. But this motherfucker out here can't act like he not making some real, like, serial killer weirdo people. But it's on one side politically through the media. And we all know who runs the media. So why would they give all this ammo to this side to be this way? Because by default, they under the wicked ones. They have to be. Everybody out here radical and acting stupid and not analyzing stuff have to be of the dark side. That's why they're so chaotic. That's why, I don't care that a white guy died. They didn't care what our people died. Bro, you saying the same spin around. This is the same spin around rhetoric that both of y'all use. You sound no different than the Bloods and Crips. Retaliation, the dead homies. Sound no different. It's fucked up, yo. It's messed up because I got fucking children around this piece, man. We got children around this piece, man. There's kids here. What are y'all gonna do, man? Y'all just gonna, allow this stuff to continue. That's why we gotta put the stuff on ice. It's like, even I'm gonna do it. It's time for like a spiritual reset for everybody. The words we're using and how we're using them is affecting people. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm not, big on the scene like that. Okay, there's a lot of TikTokers out here that are loony. There's a lot of people with a lot of attention that are nut cases. You know what I'm saying? Okay, why would they want them there? Because they know these people are stupid. Of course, a true demon doesn't want you to be too smart. They want you to be dumb so they can keep handling you. That's why they're your handler. This is why all entertainers are not very bright. Why would the demon want you to outsmart them? Why would they want you to wake up and get awake? No, they want to control you. Motherfuckers like, I thought you said Spookman demon. I'm not talking about off the ground B. I'm talking about manipulators, pimps, motherfucking traffickers, con people that spend their whole life 99% of the time lying. Shit. Even on the honest side, people do it. It's called an undercover agent and shit. He's lying the whole 6 months. Well, through this media and this entertainment, they are pushing an agenda that is negative. And we see the results. When you see the killing, it doesn't matter if it's black, white, black on white, white on black, any other group, it doesn't matter. The rage in people comes from the ignorance. It comes from a lack of knowledge. I'm saying knowledgeable people aren't just trying to go around putting an end to people. This is a battle, but it would be known. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would know, you're on the battlefield. It ain't just white people dying. 2 people got hung in Mississippi. The only reason you ain't seeing the Hispanics right now is because they on the low. All the illegals and shit, nobody wants to deal with any drama. And even the legal fucking Hispanics, even though they ain't on the low. But what I'm saying is everything's been kind of quiet. A couple situations people ain't even talking about. We don't even want to be in the tabloids. But I say that to say this. Because of this video, the next video has to be made. And what I'm saying is, we got to stop with the emotionalism. We got to just get with the facts. Like, just tell it what it is and put it in a way that is so correct. They have to oblige. Like, you see it, bro. We can clearly see what happened. And that discussion needs to take place. But y'all and your loved ones be safe out there, man, because a lot of us live in these left radical cities, bro. A lot of us do. And it's like, this is where all the nonsense, you know what I'm saying, is happening. This is where all of the wild chaoticness is going down most of the time. They wouldn't be these racists. They wouldn't be able to make songs like Small Town if y'all was in them. You know what I'm saying? They keep saying that. Oh, you try that in Small Town, but they talking to everybody. They talking about the trannies. They talking to everybody. In order for them to be able to even make that concept of a song, you guys would have to be not like that. You have to be in these big towns, these cities, these Democrat cities. You know what I'm saying? Where they bumping, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't believe that no fucking Republican states is just not bumping music. Get the hell out of here. But the city life, where they can get away with a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's busy thinking that they're really doing it. And it's like, no, you're not really doing anything. You know, it's the zombie effect, yo. That's all I'm saying. Keep your eyes open. But yo, peace and love, everybody. Be easy out there. And realize, hey, man, there's a reason that every time y'all get on leftist talking points is always critical, crucial, and radical. There's a reason for that. There's a reason that there's no peace over there. They're never even trying to look for peace. They're not. Everything's against something. Everything's friction. Everything's a battle. It don't be like that on the other side of the coin. It really don't. There's so much other conversations happening on the other side of the coin. Like the Republican side, y'all always got to remember business. Y'all always got to remember business. Y'all keep saying they got all the money. Okay, how? You still pumping gas? Y'all airplanes still working? Y'all still got your stoplights on? Like, you know, y'all don't ever think about that part. You know, rebuilding the roads. Who wants to do? So, like I said, there's a lot of other things on that side compared to just wild, radical, and just wild. Like a lot of these dudes at the end of the day, this whole side, the whole left side is just bugging. They bugged out. They bugged out. Especially you get older, you grow up, or you have kids, or like you think about your life. It's like, bro, the left ain't got no sense. And all their talking points really just be like terrible. Like they really do. They go for stuff that's weird. Don't make no damn sense. Like you say, everybody could be, remember the 80-20 rule. Everybody could be doing 80%, and it's like they want to go with this 20% that never works. But hey, whatever. You pick your poison, man. I'm out. Ghost.